Hello there. I thought today I would share a little bit of my photo editing cockpit because although I do YouTube videos, my real business is being a professional photographer, shooting portraits and events. And so a lot of my time is spent at this little cockpit here, not only editing YouTube videos, but editing photos. And so I thought I'd share a little bit of my digital workflow, but also the physical layout of my editing space. And I think that's important too, because it's nice to sit in a nice little comfortable cockpit when you're editing. So let's look at screen, editing space, hard drives, and also how to maybe save your eyes a little bit. And our good friends at BenQ sent us a little monitor lamp to try to help with our setup. They must have seen my little budget lamp from Amazon back there. Okay, my whole desk setup begins with my dad jokes calendar my son got me. What kind of tea is hard to swallow? Reality. All right, let's do a quick overview of everything. I have a computer here. I have 4 hard drives. I have a little stereo system over here. I have a hard drive reader, which reads SATA discs over here under this desk. I also have a Time Machine hard drive in there as well. So I have these 4 hard drives and I have a hard drive reader and another hard drive in there. Running a cable through my attic wall in that little closet back there, we also have a Synology 8-bay 40 terabyte drive. And that holds all my photos, backup of videos. And that guy is in the closet. And it's on a timer, it comes on in the morning, ready to work, and it also goes to sleep at night. On my desk, I have a little SanDisk 1 terabyte hard drive. This holds my catalogs because they work the fastest on this SSD drive. That's connected via the Thunderbolt cable into the computer, and so my catalogs are read from that. But the files are on one of the hard drives, and I'll get to that when I talk about my data workflow. Right now, we're just doing the space. On my desk here, I have 2 little containers which hold my SD cards. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty disorganized. I take SD cards and I usually just throw them out. I don't know what's on anything. So my little system is I have SD cards that are filled and I shouldn't erase. These are usually client jobs that have already been put into a hard drive and are probably online, but the job hasn't fully been delivered yet. So I always keep the card in here just in case. And then the second container holds the cards that need to be erased or formatted, because if they were laid all over the place, what I end up doing is just checking each card and looking through them. It's very time consuming. I don't know about you, but that's me. Here on my desk, I have a picture of my dad. He was a photographer, more like a hobbyist photographer, but he's the one that instilled a visual history, the importance of a visual history in me. And so I always put that picture of him there with his little Yashica camera because he always had a camera in hand. So a little tribute to Dad there. Besides my dad jokes calendar, I have an Itchy Boots calendar. Itchy Boots is another YouTuber that motorcycles. I love motorcycling, I love travel, and her channel is great. She shows you the world on a motorcycle, which is great. I have an Amazon Echo here, which really I used to use for music, but right now when I'm editing, it is just a intercom. So if they need to call me from downstairs to come to dinner or to start making dinner, this little intercom comes up because we talk to each other on it more than anything. But my music comes from a Sprout 100 while I'm editing. And the music is fed into 2 Klipsch speakers. These are older bookshelf speakers. They're called RB25s. But I feel that when I edit, when I'm in the cockpit, it's great to have music blasting. And it depends what kind of shoot is it. If I'm editing like a party or something with high energy, I have dance music going on. I'm smiling while I'm editing the photos. If it's a portrait session I'm editing where, people are looking cool and stuff, again, it's less energy, but cool music. And then for my own photography, I usually have calm music. So when I'm in the cockpit, I set an editing atmosphere with music, and I have playlists based on the type of editing I'm doing. If it's street photography or landscape photography, usually is some beautiful Thomas Newman kind of, just get into it. Okay, what else? So my computer's a little old. It's actually due for an update. It's a 2017, that's old I guess for a computer, but it's slowing down. The 2017 27-inch 5K iMac. I love the colors that are on the screen. I'm looking to update to something that's a little bit more matte. And I'm still deciding whether I should get like a powerful Mac Mini with a dedicated monitor for editing. I used to have 2 monitors up here, but I like the simplicity of just one. So I went back to 1 monitor. Going back to your Cockpit and saving your eyes, if you're editing at night, you should always have some kind of backlight, because this kind of screen blaring, really strains your eyes and kind of, right now I have like a video light that's on, but I'll show you. This right here is unhealthy. So really, you should get yourself some kind of backlight or something that lights up the back of the computer to sort of even out, and lower your monitor brightness to about halfway. Now, one way I control my monitor's colors and its brightness with the ambient in the room, whether I'm editing at daytime or nighttime, I use a Data Color Spider Pro. Data Color Spider X, this little guy right here. When I set up my monitor with this calibrator, it really does a great job at setting the ambient, how much amount of light comes from the screen. That's very important. Also on my Cockpit, I have a Wacom tablet that's hiding in here. The Wacom tablet is great if I'm doing Photoshop or brushing or any kind of dodging and burning. If you've never edited with a Wacom tablet, I highly recommend picking up a cheap used one to try it. It's really great. It takes a little getting used to when you first start, but any kind of like masking or dodging and burning is great to do. Instead of using the trackpad or the mouse, it gives your hand also a rest. You have like a different way to do it. So sometimes I use the trackpad when I edit, but sometimes, most of the time, if I'm doing any kind of brushing or dodging and burning, I'll pick up the Wacom. And what's cool is I'll be here and I just grab the Wacom tablet and it's ready to go as a mouse or as a brush. For the keyboard, I actually have an old one. I am getting really tired of these wireless keyboards that run out of battery really quickly and that you have to keep charging. So I actually prefer one that's plugged in. Yeah, it's ugly. It's got a little cord sticking out here. But this is an old one I had and it works completely fine, and it has Apple's old little... It has Apple's old keys, which I love. It's missing a couple of keys, which gives it a little charm. It's dirty, but I love this keyboard and I don't want to get rid of it. And so that lives on my desk as well. And then trackpad, I used to like the one that had the AA batteries, but I have this Bluetooth one. I actually prefer a trackpad. I do not own a mouse. All right, let's set up this BenQ Light, because my budget Orky Amazon lamp, by the way, this lamp is really cool. Hold on, I bet the BenQ one can't do this. Check it out. Oh! So one of the things, I don't do this while I'm editing photos. I do this for YouTube videos, but you can change the color of that lamp. But for photography, I never have any light on the keyboard. If I'm editing at night, it kind of looks like this. Hold on. So this is what it looks like at night, and I'm very excited about the BenQ because you could have the ability to sort of light up the area in front to give you a better cockpit experience. So let's try that. Nice unboxing. Green Bar Plus. It comes in a box that I can't open. Oh, we got a little tape here. Ah. Oops, bad unboxing. Everything fell out. Looks like you get the bar, you get a cool BenQ controller, and some kind of clampy, very heavy clampy. Okay, it was easy to install, even for me. It's got a cool mount here that you can actually move around and take off if you need to. The light slips into the mount. You got the little controller that you can hide on in your cockpit area. What's neat is it has an ambient light control, so it can kind of figure out how much light you need. So we just push that and it kind of takes a reading and then shows how much light you need. Also, you can control the temperature. So we can go warmer if we like, and we can also go cooler if you like. Nice, so now we have light here on the computer, which if we're writing or if we're looking, we need to read something, we can quickly turn this on or off. So instead of having light in the back, I still do recommend having lights behind your computer. I would say the only nitpick I have about the BenQ is I wish the light was a little softer. As a photographer, I can see harsh shadows. So if it maybe had a little bit of a scrim or something where the light is softer, that would be pleasant. And also, I don't think it goes low enough. I know that on my phone, if I'm reading in pure blackness, you usually want the phone, when you're looking at the screen, to be almost like paper or super low light. So I would have liked it to be just a little bit, a little bit dimmer when it's really dark in the room. That's pretty much it. But overall, cool product. Great to have lights in front of your desk. I don't know if I should talk about this, but the desk I made, the desk was an IKEA kitchen. This is a very popular IKEA hack. You get two sort of stands and you put the 6 foot, I think this was 9 foot and I cut it, but it's about a 6 foot plus desk. This old junky piece of barnwood was from Irvington, New Jersey. There's a cool reclaimed wood place that's there. So I just went there and grabbed they cut me a nice, perfect, junky piece of wood. I like anything rustic and old. And the risers I built myself from Home Depot, gas lines. And that's my Cockpit. Let me know if you want to see the digital workflow magic. I can help you out with that. All right, I'll see you guys next time.